right. I had intended to just wait until 5 o'clock, but something happened just as I was getting ready to come in. Good morning, cultural commentator. Um, did you still want to be a moderator, by the way? Let me know. And because I wasn't sure as I was looking at that, and I was going to put you on there if that was what you still wanted to do. I'm going to let you go. Good morning. Uh, okay, so let me see how to do that. Okay, more. 1 second. Okay, I will. Let me do it this next time because it doesn't show me how I can do it during the ritual, and I will figure out how to do that in a minute. And thank you for that. I will have you on there for tomorrow. So I'm very appreciative of that. I have so much planned for the month of August. So I'm going to let you know. Hey, Mowbray. Hey, Mowbray. Good morning. Good morning. I have so much to tell you that's planned for the month of August. So I'm going to tell you a few things and then um, I'll go from there. Starting today, I'm going to do something. I said I wanted to do it was a selfie, not a selfie challenge, a video challenge. And the way I decided to implement it, uh, okay, no, I can do it. Um, I can do it from here. It's just that it doesn't give me that option while I'm on. I'll do it as soon as I'm done. I'll go back and get you because I did see that. And I will go back and put you on before. They just didn't have an option for me to do it while I'm on live. And I would have had to pause the live for a minute so that I could go in and do it. But I'll do it for tomorrow. Uh, oh, no, 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 you did not. No, you did not at all. And I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. You did not. I didn't even start yet. In fact, let me pull this forward. I didn't even start yet. Um, I'm coming in, and so what I decided to, I have to discipline myself because I really love this. Uh, you did? I, I saw where a storm hit. Where was that? Um, I didn't watch much of anything over the weekend. I kind of vegged all weekend. I needed it and prayed and meditated. So be sure and like and share. By the way, which they're encouraging us to be sure and tell all of those who are coming in, and especially subscribers, to like and share. I'm going to be pushing sharing the group more this month. TikTok has a program. Um, I'm on this program where I've got to get where the goal is for me to do. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mowbray. 50 new, and that's a challenge, right? But 50 new subscribers over the next month. And I can do it. I can do it. And we can do it. This is a wonderful group and it's a safe space. And I want to keep it a safe space for everyone to come in. It is my personal, I just got through cleansing the space, by the way. It is my personal practice every day, and it has truly, truly empowered me. Um, I have learned and grown so much since I even started this. I've just been learning and growing and changing, and it has given me an opportunity so many times to reinvent myself. Don't ever think that what you are right now is all you're ever going to be, because you're just going to grow and grow and grow and expand, and you always have the opportunity to evaluate things and then to reinvent yourself over and over and over and over again as often as necessary, because you're fluid like that. You are spirit having an earthly experience. So as I said, the way I want to implement the video challenges, I'm going to do something called a stitch challenge for the subscribers. And so I'm going to put up a little video, and the video will have whatever exercise is good movement exercise, works for the active chakra of that day. And then just dance with me, split the screen. I haven't had the opportunity to work with, because when I went back to school in 2007 was when I stopped teaching on the floor, and I have not taught on the floor uh, since 2007, and this is as close as I've come to even doing what I used to do. For the longest time, I thought, oh, that's just a memory, right? Okay, so I'm going to do the stitch challenge, and I want to see you dance with me, right? And then I would love to even do a stitch live, but I'll get back to that at another time. So the stitch challenge, this is the way it goes. So I can have up to 5 winners. So during the month, and that's those people who stitch the most. I'll be keeping tabs on it, and each one of those 5 winners is going to get a divine toolbox. I'll show you a picture of it. I who took LaDonna took a picture of most of hers today, and sent it to me because she wanted to know the crystals. But it'll be full of all kinds of goodies that I collect, and it'll be worth just it'll be worth over $100 for just postage only is all you'll have to pay for it, and that's it. And then on Monday or Tuesday, it'll be Tuesday this week. So it's going to be I'm going to be doing my Chakra Talk with Goddess Dr. Me podcast, and that's going to be an angelic invocation, and for the upcoming week. So I will do that later on today for the upcoming week, all the way through next Monday. We'll be looking at them. And then Tuesday through Friday at this time, I'm going to try to be on by 4:44. But as I said today, something came up right as I was getting ready to come on. So I'll try to be on, but certainly no later than I did today. And this will be my daily ritual, and it's really going to become more like knowledge. We'll have a discussion and wisdom, and then the last hour will be practice. I am going to limit it, and so just to keep myself going, because the problem that I had last week was that when I went a really long time, uh, then it would cut off, and then I couldn't access anything on this phone. I love it, and I hope that you can hear me. It's been really good on this phone this week, um, so I will be limiting it now to 1 hour of discussion, which is really going to be hard for me, but I'm working on it, okay? And then 1 hour of meditation. Who's that Key? Good morning, good morning. Is that K.I.? Good morning very much. Good morning. Okay, so let's see. I went 5:55 is I want my alarm. You're gonna hear a loud alarm, okay? Don't worry about it. It's just going to be telling me I don't have a cue card or anything anybody that goes hurry up, that knows my schedule. And so I am going to be adding a 5:55, okay, which is going to be roughly 50 minutes from now. So and that's every day. Let me see. Something repeat. Tuesday, let's see, not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. Okay, so got it. All right, so I do have now a timer that's going to go off to keep me on track, because I love doing this, and when you love doing something, I lose track of time. So I'm going to time myself as I used to have to do in other classes. It was a problem I had teaching on the floor too because I love it so much. Grand Rising. Thank you. Which reminds me of another thing. I am, do I have this on here? I am a Timu affiliate, and I also have a TikTok, uh, what do you call it, shop. And so what will be in my TikTok shop and my Timu affiliate, and I really love Timu because as a resource entity, getting you those things that you need to show up and to look like a goddess, to look the part, and getting you all the things. I found so many of them, and the prices are thrift shop prices. So I'm looking forward to representing and doing. The affiliate with them. I'm already Amazon, but the prices are way beneath Amazon. People on Amazon buy from there, and then resell it on TikTok. So I love that really really well. And also the other thing I love about Timu is is uh, the no postage. No postage. Most of they bug you, right? But no postage. Oh, you're welcome. I love it. It is, and I want to share with you all these beautiful. These are just, and they're so inexpensive. I'm not even going to say cheap, but very well made. The turbans, if I hadn't bought my first ones on Amazon, then I would not have appreciated TikTok so much. But when you're talking about $5 for something like this, that I just washed my hair, and I do think the turbans are a way of a protective style, pretty much like wearing braids, but I don't have to put braids in my hair because since I've been wearing the turbans, because I use it right after my hair has been washed. Thank you. Uh, and yes, that oh, and I've also they've also got so much. So wait a moment, your great granddaughter. Oh, so wait a moment, are you saying a great granddaughter, not granddaughter? Is that your great granddaughter? You said instead of your granddaughter. Ah, just so many beautiful things. I have to look up. Um, I have to look up children's things on there. Right now, what I have set is all of the things like great pants and dance pants and capris and active wear and turbans and tunics, caftans and what do we call them? Uh, uh, it's kind of like t-shirts, but long, right? Shirt. It's like tunic dresses, I think. Not tunic dresses. What do we call them? Because I had one on the other day and I absolutely loved them. Oh my goodness. That is so beautiful. Great granddaughter. I pray I live long enough to see a great grandchild of mine. Having kids late, you know, I'm just getting started on the grandkids when my friends have great grandkids. But my granddaughter, my oldest one, will be 12 this year. And the rest of them are, you know, she's the head of all the rest of them. So I don't want to push her. She's the oldest, and I don't want to push her to have more children. So I do pray that I'm around for them. But the clothes are just so cute for us, cute dresses. Because one of the issues I had with older women and the clothes they had for older women was you either had your cougar clothes where women were dressing young and too young and trying to look young, and that's a different way to dress and not looking elegant. And then they had all these frumpy clothes for older people. But I like feeling good, and I like feeling sensual and feeling alive and alert and wearing bright colors. And this is just a whole new way to go out, you know, like I hope so. I don't want to be running past, but I do want. I have 5 grandkids, and I do. I pray I live long enough to see my grandkids. My grandkids' great grandfather just sent me a text on Facebook, and he lives in Canada. So he was telling me he was so thrilled he just got to meet. It's his great grandchildren, but my grandkids. And he was talking about how cute and how adorable they were. And they were just as enraptured with him because he's 97 and 96, 97, and that's their great granddaddy. They got to go see, and they're going to remember that because they got to go to Canada to meet him and spend time with him this summer. And I was remembering my granddaughter. She won't remember it, but we have pictures of her and my mother, who was her great grandmother. And it was like when my mother saw her, uh, mother was like, now I can go. She was like at peace. It was her 28th granddaughter. It's a great granddaughter, right? So just all of it together is just so wonderful to have all of that. So let's see, where am I? Okay, so Monday and Tuesday, or Tuesday, I'm going to do Chakra Talk. Tuesday through Friday, we will be doing Chakra Talk uh, with Goddess Dr. Me here. And then I have office hours, and my office hours will be by appointment only, but I'll also be doing the mentoring during that time. So you can set your mentoring up during that time. And it'll be Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. But as I said, it's by appointment, so I'll be um, filling it in. Okay, I smell something burning, but I'm not burning anything else in me. No. Did I? No. Okay, so also I'm going to be doing a TikTok series, and the series will be for sale. I'll look for some good pricing points, but I'm going to let you know. I've got, it's right now, it is a series with 41 41 um, different segments to it. And it's going to be really inexpensive, but it's everything that is included in here. And I'll just give you a breakdown of it in just a minute. It is the TikTok series, by the way. One is selected readings in self-mastery and world peace. And those are articles that I find, peer-reviewed articles that I find that will help you understand what's going on right now. I try to share some of them here, but I come across just so many, and they really help with understanding everything that's going on right now. I'll also be doing selected writings in psychology and self-healing, and that's already up on my academia.edu. And as I said, the live series is going to be a a series of certifications. And so it is going to be 41 different uh, certifications, all of them in the philatelology, which is not mine. Okay, philatelology is a word I created, but it is what God wanted me to bring to everyone, the art and science of self-love as self-care. And so it is a integrative self-healing certification series. And, um, and I'll be doing it, as I said, the ones that you'll be getting here is the first one's called What's Love Got to Do with It? And it defines love for you and tells you all about what philatelology is. And the next one is, it's just Reiki 1, but after Reiki 1, I will do an introduction to Reiki 1 and Reiki self-healing, which is the only part I use in my practice, but it will give me a chance to connect you with all of those Reiki healers online. There are many in this group, and Reiki masters who are already in this group. So now you can go to any one of the Reiki masters that is within this group for number 2, Reiki 2, and Reiki 3. Which would be really great if I'll be able to refer. I'm a resource entity, so I can refer you to some of those people who are there able to do it in that way. As I said, I only use Reiki self-healing, and I am a Reiki master, but I've only been using Reiki self-healing since I started, and my integrative energetic healing. And so it'll give me a chance, as I said, to be a resource entity and to help other Reiki masters out and to refer you to them. The next one is going to be sun signs and personalities. These are all things I can certify you in a short seminar, like just a 2 seminar, because it doesn't take much to learn. You'll get all the information and the resources that go with each one of them. Then the next one is the moon phases and emotions. Uh, Number 5 is energy chakra theory, and that's going to be visualization, sound, frequency, color, element, crystals, aromatherapy, and just a breakdown of your foods. It'll be a general overview of energy chakra theory. And then the next one is chakra based self healing, and it's just going to be addressing and this is all in the series, mental and physical health symptoms of chakras imbalances and ways to unblock them. Number 7 is chakra soul dance movement therapy, and you get the whole chakra soul, but it doesn't take but 2 hours. Everything is self-paced, so you get the material, you get you get the basic breakdown of the seminar. I go through it with you, and then it's up to you to apply it and to implement it, as it is with all any of the self-healing or the self-paced series. And then you're going to get chakra-based body sculpting and waist not stroke prevention, it's called. And then another portion called mindful deep breathing. It is part of the integrative healing, and it is an introduction to pranayama yoga. And then I can turn you on to other yoga instructors who also specialize in that if you need that. Okay, and then the next one is let's see, heart-centered breathing. We do heart-centered breathing as a default in here, but I won't have to explain it all the time. A violet flame, breath of fire, and G Tumo breathing is the 11th one. Chakra-based mudra magic. You will learn about because it's chakra based, there's 4 mudras for each of the chakras. So you'll learn about 28 mudras to use, when you're dancing and when you're moving, and to add into your integrative healing. And then there's a 2-part one here called the words of the mouth. And one is chakra based positive affirmations. And then words of the mouth 2 is violet flame decreeing. And then the next one is the meditations of the heart. And the first one is chakra-based positive thinking. Meditations of the heart 2 is chakra-based creative visualization, sacred imagination, light colors, sacred symbols, chakra symbols, Reiki symbols, including the lemniscate. And some of these overlap. Then the meditations of the heart 3 is chakra-based sound healing, and that would be seed sounds, music, chanting, spiritual meaning of letters. And then, the spiritual meaning of letters is so cool. You guys, I went over a little bit of it with you last Friday when someone asked me to do my name. What do my initials mean? And we know what the seed sounds are, that's your vowels, but each of the letters has meaning, and you'll learn so much about your name and why it was given to you. So, and its spiritual meaning is just so cool. And then you'll have chakra-based nutrition. I already do that, but it's called Feeding the Chakras. and then chakra-based aromatherapy. That is in conjunction with Timu. Timu has a lot of oils, as well as with the TikTok shop has a lot of oils as well. Um, and the ones I am purchasing right now are also on Amazon, so I'll be able to shoot you with them. Then let's see, chakra-based crystal therapy. I am I'm not going to be really honest about Timu. I'm not going to use Timu for crystals, and I'm not going to use Amazon for crystals. Um, Most of the crystals I will really work to I liquidate people when they do it, and then there's some resources online I'm trying to work with. But chakra-based crystal therapy, I'll be able to get you some sets to work with. There's always a set. There's a couple of sets that come in that box that I was talking about, the Goddess Gift box. It has a couple of sets of crystals in it as well. Um, and let's see, self-discovery. We started self-discovery. Okay, okay. Are, are you're not in Australia, are you? Uh, because that would be, hey, okay, Tex, good morning. Oh, good morning, tourmaline in Maine. Okay, tourmaline. That's I have some tourmaline. Okay, um, I'm from Arkansas, and I one of the vortexes around here is in Hot Springs. So I have gotten so many from Hot Springs, Arkansas. I have some vendors in Hot Springs I work with. There are many right here in Colorado, especially in southern Colorado. And when you go to your heights, like things like amethyst, you have to be at higher elevations. And so right here in Colorado, we have quite a few because we have Pikes Peak here, and up near Pikes Peak there is a lot. But Arkansas and Colorado are both very they're very good. That's where I've picked up a lot of where I bought a lot of people out, and I have some resources here. So I'll look to see which ones because those are the ones I got them everywhere. I'm like chug full of them. You see them all behind me, but I'm looking for some even online to work with to bring into here to work with as well on TikTok. And then let's see, where am I? Okay, that was self discovery. Those are evidence based self assessments we use in psychotherapy, but I just turn you on to quite a few. We did it with the apprentices, and it gives you an idea of where you are, and they're really, really pretty accurate. Uh, Also, then we're going to do 5 steps of self mastery. It's something I can do with you in 2 hours. Uh, wow, you have not spoken to a human being in a whole week. I see a lot of everything. Uh, I just see, and I've been seeing all my life. So I, I don't know if I see. Um, I just see. I can't explain. I see God. I see God's light. I don't see God. I see God's light, and I feel God's presence. And it's something I've always felt, and it's hard to. I'm learning how to explain it as I go forward. That's what all my studying was about identifying what I was experiencing. So yeah, I do see a lot, but I can explain how I sense it. And it is a sixth sense. And I don't even know if you'd call it psychic, because some people say, oh, that's you're very psychic, or light worker, or different groups. I just am a natural healer, and my mother named me well. Nope, it's not blocked. You were born on an angel number. Hmm. No, in fact, uh, my third chakra, for a minute, just recently, but not as a child and not growing up, I words get in the way. And so God doesn't speak words, He speaks frequency, and God inspires. And that is, I just got through writing an article on telling the difference between your inner voice, your voice, okay, that voice, and you do have an inner voice. You're the one who's doing the thinking, and it's all the ego. The ego does the thinking, the ego does the doing, the ego does the feeling. The ego is the one who feels. The one that is doing all of the talking. That's the ego. But your words are not God's words. God doesn't speak words, He inspires. And that means the very breath of God. It's in your breath. And it is a frequency, it is a sound. And translating it is aligning. I have had a great alignment just recently, aligning my throat with my zeal point chakra. And I don't know if you could hear it, but it's coming across with more confidence. And I'm so grateful for that, for the knowledge that I had in even aligning it. I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for the intellect God gave me, because He gave me a tremendous amount of intellect. He also gave me a lot of, yeah, He also gave me um, a lot of um, just intellect and intelligence, and that part has always been there for me my entire life. I was what you guys call now indigo kids. Okay, I was awakened. My third eye was open when I was born, and so I was born seeing, and I talked early, I walked early. They called me a prodigy in school. I tested on a 12th grade level in the first grade. Before they were even writing about it, I had an IQ of 179 when I was a kid. There are records of it, so it's not something I'm just telling. But most people who know me from childhood that are still alive, right? From childhood, know that's what they know about me, and that's what they remember about me. Yeah, I don't care what they went to, that's what most people remember about me. I'm coming back to, after having done the things I'm talking about right now. We're talking about opening businesses. I've owned my own business twice. Um, I've I've been teaching in this field, in fitness and dance and fitness since 1969 is when I certified in Hatha Yoga at Howard University. And then, hey Janelle, and then I just stayed with it. It gave me such peace. I already had a hiatal hernia because I was a nervous wreck. Children who achieve like that are. And so I was nervous, and I was an achiever, and I was always doing, and I was always acting. And I also had some childhood trauma there that I used that as a catalyst for. So I'm just coming back because I went back to school in my late 50s uh, to study the biopsychosocial model of psychology, which I absolutely love, and I did want it to be positive psychology in the beginning, but I couldn't afford to go. I had kids. I couldn't afford to leave my kids and go to school. At that age, it wasn't worth it for me, and and now here I am, having finished school at 68, finished my studies at 68 when most people are retiring. I started. I have no idea. Uh, are you asking Sharam? Charm? Well, I have no idea. I cannot predict the future. The future doesn't exist. and my specialty is mindfulness. So, uh, so if you envision it, you may help it, and if you see it, you may help it, and if you are open and receptive, you'll probably. But I have no idea who Raul is or who you are. Sharma's, and I don't know what your name says, but yeah. Hey, Christine, good morning. How was your trip? How was your trip? And I hope it was wonderful and you got a chance to enjoy. I didn't get to go anywhere. I'm not going to say I didn't get to go because that's a blessing to be able to do what I did this weekend. I just kind of vegged and um, I am healing always. Healing is a process. And so I've healed from myself using the strategies I'm using right now, took myself off of the doctor's medications with the doctor's help, 27 of 28 different drugs, including an IV, and I was on, uh, um, my goodness, prednisone and some heavy, steroid therapy and intravenous, and I've taken myself off and am mostly healed. I use only natural products now in the place of the farms, and I only have one prescription. That's it, left over after 28 different ones, and I'm working on getting rid of that one too. Nama G Moonchild. It says your subscription. So Nama, um, it says your subscription is going to be running out in just a minute. Don't want to lose you. I lost quite a few last week. So let me go back here. So after self-mastery, and that we're going to be looking at some of that today because I started that for the month of August. So we are on the third step already of the self-mastery, but I'll go through it again in as part of the series, and it is a 5-step. Let me find out where I had that. It is 5 steps. I can't wait to go through today's um, and look over. I pulled out so many things I wanted to talk to you about because something came up about sugar. Again, I was talking with someone online about sugar and about the need to cut sugar and detox from sugar out of your life. So, okay, so let's see. Uh, oh, this one is so cool because Timu, I found just so many things on Timu to turn you on to. But, and I did one today. I used I used jade today, and I used the stones. That stuff works. That stuff is so good, and it lifts your face. And I can't wait to show you because it's and the the stones that you use, they don't even have to be uh, stones, but I do have some I had purchased in Florida, and then they are just as inexpensive. So I'm going to pull those out and include those in the goddess boxes. But we also are going to be doing self massage, and we need it. We need it so much, but to learn how to massage yourself is so wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and do a self massage series, and it's chakra based. And then I have another one I have been teaching and doing since, wait a moment, 19, Bill was for 1992, no, 1991 was the first one I taught. It's called Facing Up, and it's facial yoga. And I know there's some on the market right now, but I taught mine all around at a couple of the places where I worked, Beverly Hills Country Club, and some of the clubs up in the valley. I was still in Los Angeles, and I would do it at the malls. I would have seminars at the malls, and I started, and I did have a book out at the time, but that's been a while ago, the whole program. And I still practice facing up. I sneak some of it in here because we do the tapping and moving your face. I won't even go into it. It's really a lot of fun. And then, okay, right after facing up, another way we have lighten up. It's laughter therapy. We already do some of it here, but building up to 15 minutes of laughter. And I start you out in with that 2 hour seminar. I mean, that 2 hour block for the series. Also, a self attunement. Now, you can go to someone else for an attunement, and a lot of people do recommend that, especially with the American Reiki associations. However, if you come from China or you come from any of the other areas where Reiki is basically part of Buddhism, it started in Buddhism, you're not going to, they suggest that you could do self attunement, and many of the courses are, are um, many of the courses are um, self-paced. Okay, I couldn't think of that word. Okay, then guess what? And I have a ton of them here that I can probably put in boxes, but tuning forks. And I do healing with tuning forks, and it just takes a minute for you to learn how to use them, and they work like right away, especially if you're a Reiki healer, you put those in your hands. Tuning forks are like magic. And then I show you how to do moon rituals. That's how I started. And so you learn how to do, and you get scripts. And all of this comes with the material, right? You just can download it, or I'll make sure you have it, it's connected to it. And then we do this every day, but you go back and you get the basics: body of light, grounding, and protecting. It is part of what you need to conduct a ritual. And then chakra-based angelic medicine. That's really cool. You learn the 7 basic. Actually, we use 12, 14 different archangels for the chakras. And then you have astrological angelic self-healing, and that's the archangels for each of the astrology signs. And then this one is really fun, connecting with your guardian angel. And so for that, Mober, you can tell them about it when I send you your baby hers, but your great grandbaby hers. But you get your 3 guardian angels. A few, I've done them for a few, but I want to show you how to do them, and it's something you can add to your practice. And then let's see, violet flame decreeing. We already do part of that, but this will be the basics. El Moya's heart, head, hand. And I have written 11, and I will debut them with you. It's 11 original decrees, violet flame decrees. And then um, let's see, violet flame Reiki, chakra base, self healing. We do that already, but this will be the basics for you. Spiritual photography. Oh my goodness, this is my forte. I love spiritual photography. I am addicted. When you ask me about seeing the astral plane, the scriptures tell you he is coming with the clouds, and it tells you to look at the heavens, tells you to look up at the skies, and it also tells you to be in the world but not of the world. And so spiritual photography is a way for you to gain better understanding of that. I today some of my pictures, I was going to find this for you real quick, uh, and I know you can see it from here, but oh, and tonight the moon was just keeping me up like crazy. Let me find one for today that was absolutely beautiful. Let me see one that you could see, because the sun talks to me. Yes, the sun, absolutely. and the moon. And as I was doing my third eye chakra what did I do? Third eye chakra meditations today. There's one. Okay. I don't know if you could see this, but I can look at the sun and it starts to strobe. And it's not as it hits my light, it's almost as if it's talking. So sometimes I do a video and then sometimes I do a still. This, I don't know if you could see that, okay, very well, because it's on, but there's a rainbow around it. Let me see if it's a fractured rainbow on that one, but let's see. I know where to find it, right? And I have the most beautiful, exquisite, the Lord shows me so much of what He intends for all of us to see, but I just wanted to find you one that was absolutely gorgeous that I use for. It's so early for you. Yeah, it's early for me too. I tell you what, I'm so glad I make myself get up because it is early and I start my day this early, and it means I get a whole lot into my day. I'm up and meditated by 8 o'clock. My alarm's going to be going, so I got to finish this in just a minute. I just wanted to show you this one. Okay, I did post a video. I did have some videos, but I can't go on TikTok right now. So, because I did share some. They're not posted yet. Do you know how many pictures of the sun I have? I'm getting ready to download them. I am totally addicted. I share on one of my sites continuously. Oh, I know what to look at. Let's see. Wow, look at this one. Now that one's not bright enough for you. I want you to see a rainbow around the sun, which they said was very, very rare, but not really for me. God has really blessed me. 1 second. I keep saying 1 second, right? Because I'm looking through 120 something thousand pictures. And I have not seen one lately. God will show me one. It's usually winter time. Okay, I know where to go. So let's look at March 2022. Okay, here we go. More photos. All right. So then what it is when you see a rainbow around the sun, it's actually, it could be, that's not even a very bright one. It's just ice crystals. Okay, so it's always telling you that there's going to be a blizzard for us here. So at first I thought it was really like a spiritual sign. Okay. Um, but that doesn't take away from it that I can explain it, um, that I can explain what it is. Here's one. Alrighty, so this is one I posted on TikTok. Alright. I posted on YouTube too. Doesn't do it for me to have my phone here, does it? Yes, millions of pictures. Yes, yes, yes. And I have so many of me for one, but that's not even what I'm looking through. I am looking through photographs of the sun and of the moon, which I am totally addicted to. And normally I could find these in a heartbeat. And it'll probably crop up tomorrow because Google Photos sends me they send me, and it's like they heard me talking, right? I don't believe I have this many. I know I have this many, but, and I just had one like last year. Well, actually, earlier this year, I was on my way from Colorado Springs, and I am going to quit in just a minute, July 13th, 2018. So, um, okay, 2018. I went to California, and I remember that was the first time I saw uh, in was in Mexico, and I saw for the first time um, angels, and I saw them over. Uh, so that'd be 19. Okay, I saw them in California. There it is. I was in Los Angeles. Wow, there they are. Okay, so and I did go to see my grandbaby being born. I am not going to, okay, I am so sorry. I get caught up in that. Please excuse me. I can get caught up in that. There are over, I can tell you how many is here, 126,000 of them in there that I take all the time. So at any rate, and it is addictive. As Da Vinci said, once you get a taste of sky, you you will forever look up, and you'll find yourself walking around like this. It is addictive to be able to see those. So and another thing we'll cover, and that is the 35th one, is sun gazing, and then distance healing. A distance healing we do here, and it's so easy. You feel it, I feel it, we feel it during this ritual all the time, and that is my biggest tell uh, for the effectiveness of what we do, is that it lends itself to distance healing. And then integrative self-healing we make for the apprentices. I have something, it's kind of like a perma chart, which these are, but I call it an envision. It's an integrative self-healing envision board, and it's like a cheat sheet, right, that you have. I could show you mine, and it's you do it on those poster boards like you use for your displays at conventions, and uh, and at like for science fairs, they sell them at Walmart and Dollar Store. Let's see, who else has them? The Dollar Store and Walmart are the only two. Oh, King Supers has them, so I know they probably have them at Kroger's in different parts of the country too. And then another one that we're going to do, something that you could add on, is intermittent fasting gold. And this is a five off, 2 days on fasting for seniors, because it is not recommended to do intermittent fasting for younger people. So if you are going to be working with people who are older, but if you have not added this to your program, intermittent fasting gold is for people who are older than 65. Chakra cleanse and detox, we do that once a week, and this is with sound healing and integrative self-healing. We explore divination tools, and I give you 140 divination tools. We talk about how to use them, and then you can go play with all of them yourself. And then the last one is called Red Letter Meditation, and it is meditating on the wisdom of God and Jesus Christ as it is presented in the Christian Bible. That has been shown to be a very powerful way to meditate. So cool, right? I have right now 41 different parts to, what did I do with my pen? I'll correct it. 41 different parts to it. So I'll be doing the, as I said, selected readings in self-mastery and world peace. And all I'm going to do is read you these articles that, you know, uh, that are really, really important for us to read right now and can lend themselves to understanding. So that's going to be, and by the way, here's the last thing. I'm also going to be doing some planning for next year. One of them is I want to do a 7-7-24. Um, I want to do something um, at Red Rocks, and I want to do something big at Red Rocks, and I'm not afraid to dream big ever. So I have to plan. 7-7 is almost a year away. I have to start planning now. I want to do a Hot Springs, Arkansas crystal hunting retreat, which I will plan for next spring as well. And then my sister and I were talking, and she called during the ritual on Friday. And then I have a younger sister. She's 6 years younger than me, so and she's still working. I'll be 74, she'll be 68. And then I have another older sister, and then I have all these nieces and nephews that are all nieces, and this is a sisterhood, right? Cruise of a lifetime. And I want to put this together. I okay, my goodness, I'm at a loss for words for the cruise line. Carnival. Okay, I don't have to use Carnival, but Carnival is the one I've been exploring. But I could use Princess as well. Carnival sets them up for you and just helps you plan them. And so I want to do something like that because we can set up to do all of everything that we're doing in here. We can do it again on a cruise and eat our hearts out. What they say, walk on, roll off, right? And just have fun. And my son is just getting back from one like we took when my other son got married. They got married in St. Thomas, and they went to St. Thomas, Puerto Rico. I want to go to Cuba, so we'll look at one that goes through all of those places as well. So that's what I have planned for the month of August. And I will be, yeah, there's my alarm. It's 5:55. So right into the ritual for today. So the first thing that you need for your rituals is that you need to have an open and receptive mind. And you need to look at this like an experiment, like a what if. You know, so many people bring in, well, I do it this way, well, I do it that way. Well, what if this way worked? And you need to have a what if attitude about everything. And so the next thing you need to do in order to have that is to suspend your judgment and to not just to suspend your judgment, but to let go of your opinion and to surrender your ego. That's important. You don't need ego death, not for this American society, but you do need to suspend it for just a minute to be able uh, to be more present focused in the moment. The ego is either going to be in the memories or off in the future, but here to bring it into the present moment is where the divine is. And so that is what mindfulness is. And that is one of the things you need to do coming in. You also need to have a safe space, and it needs to be well ventilated. So a place where you won't be bothered for the next hour or so, and it needs to be well ventilated. Then you need, and I'm going to take a break right after I tell you this, and then come back and we'll be ready to go into the ritual today. And in just a minute, I'll give you all the rest of this. So you also need to have something to represent all of the elements. And so you need, those are the things I outfit you with, like crystals, and you also, which represents earth, and you also need feathers. And the way I love feathers is earrings, right? And also, which Timu has the best selection. I mean, $2? Are you kidding? $1.98, $1.21. Uh, that's the kind of prices. That's cheaper than the Goodwill, because I buy from there all the time. That's cheaper than the ARC or the DAV or the Salvation Army. All of them, they're in the money making business, so they take the prices and jack them up a little bit. So feathers for to represent air. You also need candle. And you can use the fragrance of your choice. It could be unscented or whatever fragrance you want. You need something like incense to represent air as well. You always need some water, always before, during, and after any offering. And so this is an offering. Skull. This is an offering, and also any other offering like cooking or eating or sleeping or taking a shower or taking a bath or going for a walk or exercise or dancing. You always need some water within arm's reach, right? You just need to be able to put your hands on some water, 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 as much as you can all day long. And then you need some fire, so that's your candle. And then you need the music of uh, you need supportive music that's not going to be distracted. So you can use any of the chakra tuned music that's on YouTube, or you can use solfeggio music, or you can use binaural beats, as long as it does not, classical music as well, as long as it doesn't have any words to it, unless they're chanting. But then that's going to guide you and direct your meditation. Then you need to ground and protect. And we ground. You need your cleansing tools of choice. And so I always choose white sage or Palo Santo. I have to bless the room as I am calling you guys in. I am also sending um, sending I'm also cleansing as I'm calling you and letting you know I'm getting ready to do this. And then you need to do grounding and protecting, which the grounding and protecting we do at the beginning. That is the body of light meditation. That is my original meditation that I've been doing, and it's been evolving for about 40 something years, 46 years or so. And so those are things that you need to do a ritual. You need to have a comfortable sitting position. So you either need to be sitting in a lotus position with your ankles and your knees lower than your hips. So sit on the edge of your pillow, as I am doing, or sit on the edge of your mat, anything where your buttocks do not touch the floor or the ground. And over on the edge, you'll notice that Buddha's sitting on a pillow with his legs going over the edge, lower, ankles lower than buttocks. If you're sitting in a chair, you want to make sure that you're looking for those right angles. Your knees are lined up with your hips, toes pointed straight ahead, knees directly over your heels, and you are going to have your shins perpendicular to your thighs, perpendicular to your torso. And you're sitting on the edge of your chair like you're sitting on the edge of your mat. You may also kneel if you're kneeling. Just make sure there's no pressure on. I have a problem with the ball of my feet because my bones are fused, so in the ball of my foot, so I can't flex it. I also can't dorsiflex it as well. So I can't wear high heels because they're fused from dancing. And so, if you have problems like that, just make sure that you kneel on a kneeling board. It'll help you take some of the pressure off of the knees, and then put a pillow between your calf and your hamstrings. For all of those, your spine is straight up and down and neutrally aligned. Your breathing, we're going to come back and get it, is in through the nose, push out on the belly button as you inhale, out through the mouth, pull the belly button into the base of the spine. We'll add the visualization on. Visualization is in through the nose, push out on the belly button, and visualize breathing the violet flame into your heart. Exhale through your mouth, pull the belly button into the base of the spine. You can engage Mula Bandha. Mahabandha is, thank you for reminding me, Mahabandha is the one that I teach Mahabandha, and I had forgotten to add it. So Mahabandha, right, is all three of the bandhas, and it is a wonderful, wonderful practice. Let me grab this while I remember. I don't have to have that. Wow. Okay, Mahabandha is one that you, any of the Mula bandhas, by the way. Mula bandha is the one that you need. Um, You would love Mahabandha. Mahabandha, bandhas are locks. So those, you have one at your root, one at your solar plexus, and Mahabandha is Jalandhara is here for your throat. So you, all three of the great lock, this is called, and it's all three, and it's a wonderful, wonderful, um, wonderful practice for energizing and raising your vibrational frequency. And then, let's see, for your, you breathe, exhale. I got distracted, right? You exhale and pull the belly button into the base of the spine and see the fire go down your arms into your hands. And so we're going to start out. Let's just do basic right now. Just circle your hands. I'm going to take a break and move. Okay, I am going to move over to the other area and get ready for some meditation. I will be sitting in a chair. And so just relax your breathing and circle your hands, and I will be right back. I am going to turn the light out for just a minute. The phone is charging yet. Okay, I'm going to turn the light out for just a minute, but I'll be right back, 5 minutes, and ready to go into meditation for the morning and talk to you a little bit more about our meditation is on concentrating on symbols, books, studying, and the buzz on the street today. So we're going to focus on meditation. Kundalini is the active chakra for today. That is your primordial fire, and we don't concentrate on Kundalini. We do a full chakra cleanse, and so we're going to go through with violet flame. This is the day I use violet flame to go through. Yes, I can. Uh, if they let me. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis, so yes, I can if they let me, if they allow it. And but so I'll be right back. And self-hypnosis is something I could teach. I hadn't even remembered. I used it for my relaxation classes, and that is another thing. By the way, I wanted to get to 44, so wow. These are all things I've taught in the past, and okay, got it. Wow, thank you for that. I had left it off, okay? Actually, it goes along with mirror work. You can hypnotize yourself. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. Same with Reiki. If the person doesn't believe that Reiki works, it's probably not going to work on them. You know, you need to have the belief of both the practitioner and the patient as well. Uh, and even going to the doctor. If somebody goes into the doctor and they think it's not going to work, chances are it won't. That's how powerful we are. So sit, get your hands ready. I'm going to turn the camera around, turn the music up, and just take a minute and relax your breathing, and just breathe in through your nose. And you can add the visualization if you want, just to get ready. As you exhale, you're going to see it go down the arms into your hands as you exhale, and you're going to be building. Think of these as defibrillators, right? And this is just friction. God is the most practical part of our being, most logical part. You can logicize everything that is the being. You can logicize the existence of God within you right now. So this is all energy, especially with the energy model. That's what I love about it. But circle, 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 I think of these as my defibrillators. Okay, so all of this energy going down, feeding your hands, you should be able to feel them when they change. I will be right back. I'm going to put my phone over here for a minute, and also turn this around. So I'll be right back, 5 minutes, and we'll be ready to start. I'm doing pretty good today, you guys. Haha. So let me move this. Okay. Okay, now, you know what? I did see a thing where it says pause. Okay, so I'm going to pause it today. Um, I'm going to pause it, and then I'll be right back. All right, so where is it? Okay,